Hi, this is Carol Butler, and you're on the Carol Butler Show. Welcome. What did you think of that confidence with the U.S. women winning the World Cup? So, just as predicted. Now, moving on. Our topic today is your journey when you realize you are stardust. And your journey really doesn't start until you realize you're stardust. Stars are basically dust and gas. Stars can live 10 billion years. You were here before the stars, and when you were little more than glitter, the universe promised you timelessness. When you know this, really believe this, then your entire time on this planet is colored brilliantly, and every moment is breathed in gratitude for this relatively short period of time in our bodies. We did not manifest to scrape by, but to continually and creatively add to the evolution of creation. We are a forward-moving life form with an inner driving system, the willingness to journey, which most of the time is taking one step at a time. It's what begins the mastery of your life. Everybody can move forward an inch, a foot, a mile, or a smile at a time. When you take responsibility for your life, the successes and the failures, then you control what is next. When you take responsibility, then you are not a tumbleweed to others' demands or wishes, nor subject entirely to the ups and downs of the economy. When you went right and later wish you'd gone left, it serves little purpose to regret. You can self-correct direction at any time when you take responsibility for your own life. Who other than yourself is always with you in body, mind, and spirit besides your soul self? Recognizing you direct your life, despite what appearances suggest, allows you to take the journey you came here to complete. You are in charge of your own story. So I wrote this: I choose to accept more than I can perceive, to see beyond the light and the shadows, to know from whence I came, and finally to go back believing that this has all been worthwhile. The journey filled, the experience had, to know the hearts and pains of others, that I might know my own differently, to live compassionately, feeling the one love that pervades all and infuses us with the quality of knowing we are all the same being. Thus one goes to the stars. Such is the way to immortality, said Virgil. Chi, C-H-I, or that's how I spell it, is a Chinese concept and is a word that stands for the vital force or essence found in all things. Now, I wrote the following lyrics. I hope it makes you smile. All I need is music and it becomes a song. I got the chi in me. It helps to live to be. It's where we all come from. You better get you some. I love knowing I'm more than this. I think I've found my bliss. Come on in the field. Come on, it'll be a thrill. I'm just a little spark in a piece of dust, not bones or metal that will rust. I got the chi in me. It helps to live to be. It's where we all come from. You better get you some. So things change from the inside out. It has always been this way. All begins with a thought from a formless realm and materializes into a form. The power to be, to change, to thrive begins inside. We certainly are a force. So you're once upon a time. In the beginning of your journey, there was a once upon a time. Then you forgot and ended the unfolding of your story before you discovered your treasures and understood your gifts. You quit writing your story and let others wander all over your pages, scribbling this and that until you did not recognize yourself as author. You let go of dreams and told yourself it was a practical decision. Gloria Steinem, American feminist and activist, wrote, "Without leaps of imagination or dreaming, we lose the excitement of possibilities. Dreaming, after all, is a form of planning." Thus, your dreams are everything. My own thoughts have been lost in many pages and pads and notebooks alike. My words of wisdom, such as they are, have found audience in unexpected strangers, occasions, and containers. Containing these soul utterances has proven to be impossible. Compelled to act, to say, to write, my thoughts often find themselves hid messily. Sometimes I stumble upon them, and whether impressed or surprised, I find a treasure of a bygone moment, a moment when life's light calls me to see, to know, to feel, to believe that magic seeps and winds a journey as my life. I wonder if each sample, each fragment, is a cloth or a thread. Is each a puzzle piece meant only for me to create a bigger picture with, a quilt of words, if you will, or simply to delight myself within? The pen has some unique connection to that within and becomes that without, as if I exhale the whisper of the universe. Have I ever gotten it right, or has it all been not quite wrong? Maybe it is just to make me wonder if anything I have ever said, done, or written mattered as much as the flapping of a butterfly. So I wrote this. Consider this story. And it was true that this story decided on its own to tell itself. For too long a time it thought, and what it thought was that it was not time to tell itself. Once upon a time it might have begun, but that was then, and here it found itself in now, realizing now was the time, and so it begins. Like most stories, things seem to be going well in some direction, and then struggle shows up. Struggle keeps our minds off of the pleasant things we would rather be considering if we could remember to in the middle of a struggle. Such was the occasion that 9-year-old Becky found struggle overtaking her mind when she simply leaned down to pick up a fallen star. Mad that she had not seen it fall, for she knew she would have caught it, she carefully used her index finger to lift one of the star legs. Instead of flipping over as expected, the quarter-sized star spun round and round as fast as a top and began to rise. Becky jumped to catch it and missed. She chased it behind a tree, hopping, jumping, reaching, but the star zipped like a fly and flew the unpredictable path of a butterfly. How delightful the star realized to be the object of a young child's desire. The star did several star tricks like blinking on and off. Becky thought it was gone, only to have it appear suddenly 2 inches from her right eye and hide behind her head. What started as fun for Becky became a struggle. She discovered another reason to be mad. She wasn't going to capture the star. It was not going to be hers. To compound the struggle, the star definitely seemed to take pleasure in teasing her, or so she thought. Now Becky was trying to smack the star. If she couldn't grab it, she was determined to knock it down and trap it. And as fast as it appeared, the star wink-blinked and sped back up into the night sky to find another child to fall for who might want to play. And so thus becomes the story of humankind. We cannot possess another, only enjoy what we each share. We cannot expect to be appreciated if we cannot appreciate the difference we observe without projecting our judgment of how someone should be in relationship to us. We cannot seek to control another to satisfy our need to dominate. Most of the time, our lives experience the unforeseen, and we can make of them something special, or, in fear of loss, attempt to lasso. The star was a gift and a smile with its own time and place. It might have stayed and come again to play. This magical moment disappeared, as most of our own magical moments disappear because fear of loss and force show up. Your relationship to yourself is the most important relationship you will ever have. You cannot possess another. You can only experience that which you are both willing to share and find for that moment, however long, that it is enough. Let's not allow thinking to become a lost art. Be able to say you were drawn to something, someone, and know there will be an exchange of good energy because you believe in positive change, which will be the result of your interaction. With growing comes knowing.